Oh, okay. The signal is on. The signal is on. Okay. Hey there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation community. And welcome to another... Oh, give me a sec. Welcome to another field mission with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director here at Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. And as I have done for the last nearly 9 months and counting, the daily streak remains strong despite everything going on. I am here for a short time, daily, to answer your questions about the inner workings of this dark and mysterious place that we work, that we die in the dark so they can live in the light, as impossible as it may seem, the SCP Foundation. So whether you have questions about the anomalies we contain, the staff that contain them, the groups of interest that try to stop us from containing, no matter how hard it fucking is and they don't even know, or hypothetical containment procedures about anomalies that fall outside of the SCP Foundation's purview. Either way, I am here for the next 28 minutes to answer your questions. But before I do, a little bit of housekeeping. First of all, Site 60, congratulations on being the #1 most punctual member of today's Containment Hazard Assessment team. Congratulations on being first chatter. Legendary Doge, Woscom, Chester Factory, Researcher Last, Dr. Golden, Senior Researcher Alex, Dacia, good to see you in the chat. Not a member right now, but still cool to see you. Amber, Cody Clough, Star the Comet, Joseph Vogt, Terragal. Everyone who I've just named, thank you for being here punctually and thank you for being members of Site 42. We appreciate your membership and your service. Meanwhile, Dacia alongside Eggs, Amy Ellswick, Rosehill, Jester, Isaac, and Liamer. Welcome to today's stream. Thank you for being here, just for being you today. Okay. I am not having a mental breakdown. That's the first thing you need to know about today's stream. I am not having a mental breakdown. I am, in fact, fully fine. I just know the weight of everything that's going on. And I gotta be honest, I'm a bit worried, but we're gonna pull through this. Listen, you were all here yesterday with the tragedy for the local stationary task force. The 2617-1s, they have been stopped, but more manifestations are happening. We have heard that some of these ice bastard soldiers were found in Portland, Oregon. Now, local standby troops are on the ground to clean up the mess of these 2617-1s, but I cannot iterate even further. Fuck ICE soldiers. I can't handle these 2617s right now. I've got bigger fish to fry, which is, if you are looking at the stream subject, Containment has informed me that the Markipliers have breached our containment. Previously, they were the Markiplier clones that are Markiplieing right now. Their Markiplication rate has increased. They were held within the continental United States. They breached into Canada, but we were holding the line. Yes, Guam doesn't count. It's part of the United States territories. But news is that they have breached the United Kingdom somehow. I don't know how one of those Markiplieing sons of bitches got on a boat or a plane successfully, but the UK is now infected with Markipliers. And so these 2617s, the ice soldiers, the ice bastards, are spreading containment. Has anyone heard from containment wing, containment area 57? These ICE soldiers are manifested by the radio signal there. Is something happened with containment site 57? How do we get Markipliers in the UK? I don't know, Scarlett. That is the problem. That is what we need to know. Listen, we always pull this out. If anything, thanks to the pataphysical authors above us who write the stories, we always come out on top one way or another, except for in the universes where it's a Pollyon and it's an end of the world scenario. But that's not this, okay? That's not this. We're gonna be fine. All of us. But for now, I open the door to the standard Q&A. Ignore my fidgeting and my pacing. It is not a nervous tick. It is just the way things go. Outside? Well, intern Asensio. This is the only place I could find in the current scenario to brief you at this time. The Markiplier news came and I had to spread it, obviously, that the Markipliers had made it to the UK. Something about an iron lung showing in UK theaters. I don't know. We're not worrying about that right now. The containment team is handling it. They promised me they were handling it. I've got enough trouble trying to find the green thumbs and deal with the loss of our local stationary task force and deal with these ICE soldier bastards, the SCP-2617s. I don't want to be infected by Markipliers. Intern Belliera, yeah, I also don't want to become a Markiplier. As cool as a guy the singular Markiplier is, I do not feel like we all need to be clones of Markiplier. I think some of us could go on and do our own things and make art our own way. It doesn't all need to be that. Again, not a diss on the guy, just a diss on everyone becoming the guy through anomalous means, all becoming clones of one guy. Sounds bad. Doc, can we see the moon? Scarlet Fox, it's a bit of a cloudy evening. I don't know where the moon is located at this time to show you. Oh, reminder, so first of all, a couple more housekeepings. While I'm in the field, I cannot see donations under $5 unless I go to a separate menu. I will get them and answer them, but it might take me a minute if it's less than $5 because I don't get alerted. I see one here, I'm gonna get to it. Secondarily, I can't see Ko-Fi's at all. And in case you didn't notice, Fan Art Friday is going to have to wait until next week when I'm back in the lab. That is, if I bloody make it back to the lab. Undead Nuclear Gamer, fellow SCP YouTube and TikTok creator who people should follow if they don't. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some tacos on your way past the commissary. Can confirm having problems with containment here. Okay, but which ones? Is it the Markipliers? Is it the ICE soldiers, the 2617s? In case you don't know what I'm talking about, please look up SCP-2617. It is soldiers created by an anomalous signal from Russia that spawns soldiers completely made of ice with ice weapons that work anomalously. It's the perfect weapon if we had decided to use it that way. Honestly, at this point, I'm afraid that we might need to if we can get Containment Area 57 back. Sir, why are you posting videos of the SCP Foundation? This is meant to be a secret. Intern Yaya Sank, I can see that you are new to the channel, so let me assuage your concerns. This is through an agreement with Alphabet, which is Google's parent company, which is YouTube's parent company. We are only broadcasting on algorithms available to the SCP Foundation staff members. There are no civilians in this chat. There's only staff members, researchers, security staff, In some universes, anomalies are granted phones, in which case SCPs can be in the chat, which is weird to me, but some universes allow it. Furthermore, if you think that you're not a staff member, you're a sleeper agent who has just been awoken. Your briefing documents are under your table. Welcome back to life, agents. And in some universes, we can broadcast to civilians because they need public relations in a broken masquerade scenario. All of these, suffice it to say, we are not streaming to the public. Don't worry. We do not inform the civilians of what's going on. We die in the dark so they can live in the light. Dr. Sherman, have we evacuated the political figures? I'm not having Markiplier as the King of England. Dr. Golden, we are in hands with the royal family. The SCP Foundation has a strong setting inside of the UK. Don't worry. We will get the king out. The king will not be Markiplier. Please don't let the King of England be Markiplier. We've got to be more competent than that. Hey, a dude is in the femur breaker. Well, yes, intern Toaster Strudel. Obviously, we need to test the femur breaker now and again, even when there's not a breach of 106. And so we need a D-class once in a while to feel the snap. Star the Comet, thank you for donating for the first time today as well as being a member. Intern Kudakin, make sure to grab yourself some ramen on your way past the commissary. And you say, it seems dark there, may the stars watch over you. Unfortunately, there does not seem to be much stars. I certainly hope that that is not a portent of the future. I like SCP. Well, intern Liamer, it seems you have found yourself in the right stream then. SCP Foundation lore, no AI slop. What could be better? The Markipliers are starting to control the weather. Intern Calumet, do not even joke about that, okay? No. They are just clones. They are contagious. We know that much. That's bad enough. They don't need weather control powers. Do not will this into existence. Zombie Cat, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some wontons on your way past the commissary. What happened to the other group? Sorry, bit behind due to CNA classes. I'm not sure what other group you're talking about, but a quick field mission recoup for those of you who might not have been around the last couple days. Because remember, we've been streaming every day, but streams are even more erratic schedule-wise while we're in the field. So, when I got to Tampa, Florida, I was here on a mission to investigate a team of agents that has gone missing in action. We don't know where they are, but we're going to find them. They're not a task force. They don't have a designation. They are simply agents. But agents do work together, usually in pairs. Now, missing in action, not the end of the world, happens all the time. Spatial anomalies, you get lost, it's fine. But I, in following them, teamed up with Mobile Task Force. Lambda 4 is the White Rabbits. I don't remember the White Rabbits designation right now. But we went into a perfectly normal IKEA, which spit me out into a dead mall. A liminal space that was abandoned. It was terrifying, but you know, you guys really like that yellow house for some reason. I'm not sure what the deal was with that. But while I was in the IKEA part, at least, I did find out that I was told that the agents were in touch with a local mobile task force called the Green Thumbs, LMTF 237 Lathe. And so the goal is to find them right now. I was supposed to link up with a local stationary task force in order to get coordinates to meet up with LMTF 237 Lathe, but they were destroyed, completely routed, because someone invaded SCP-2617, and SCP-2617 is a Russian radio tower that can transmit a signal anywhere in the world that spawns ice soldiers, literal Russian soldiers made of ice with ice weapons, which they don't have gunpowder, but they still shoot. And those ice shoulders completely routed my contact team. And so, first of all, fuck ice soldiers at all. That is terrible. We lost a hell of a team there. But I'm still trying to find the green thumbs. But now I've been told by the containment team that the Markipliers have breached as well. So we are dealing with a lot of scenarios, but we're covering our bases. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna be okay. We have to be. XR Turbo, thank you for your 2-month member message as a level 1 researcher. We appreciate your membership and your service. What happens if you put 096 and 173 together? Well, you can't look at one and you can look at the other, so look at the one you're supposed to, right? That's pretty simple. Terragal, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a bagel on your way past the commissary. I just ran into a Mark who is running around claiming to be the king of squirrels. He appears to have an army of squirrels actually following him. That seems pretty in character. But you know what? Just follow, contain, don't let it infect anyone else. We don't need more squirrels after the SCP about the Squirrel War. If you're unfamiliar, we do have an SCP that's literally titled the Squirrel War, I believe the code name is. If Desk wants to look up SCP Squirrel War and confirm for me a designation, I do know it is a Western SCP. Can you see the chat? Intern Lim Keen, yes, I can see the chat. Obviously, I'll answer donations first because they were generous enough to help out the Site 42 cause, but I also answer some white names and other questions in between. I don't think ICE agent soldier is a great word to say at a time like this, sorry. Intern Hazard, if there is some sort of political thing going on in any country on Earth, that is not my concern. All I know is that some soldiers made of ice killed my friends, therefore, fuck ICE soldiers. That's all I've got to say. If that has anything to do with anything not related to SCP-2617, I have no idea what you're talking about. That is not my concern. Are you in London? No, intern Toge Numaki. I am in Tampa, Florida, but I am in Tampa, Florida's historic Ybor City district, which is the Cuban district, and it's very quaint and nice looking. It's a great place. We all hate ICE. Intern Oofbud, on that we can agree. Right now, everybody hates ICE. It is the only moral position to have. SCP-3761, codenamed the War of the Squirrels. Thank you, Desk, for your research. If you want to know more about the Squirrel War and why we should be worried about Markiplier and the King of the Squirrels, check out SCP-3761, codenamed the War of the Squirrels. Unrelated, my uncle is a guillotine. Oh, Desk, that's very interesting. That is a very interesting thing to know, and to know for future endeavors. Yo, I got banned in the SCP Wiki Discord for being underage, but I'm of age now and I can't get unbanned. Know how to help? Honestly, I don't. You're going to have to email the SCP Wiki staff, specifically the community outreach team. They run the Discord server, and they would be the ones who you would contact to figure out how to get in now that you are of age. You'll probably, due to having gone in and being proved too young before, have to provide proof of age, because we do have to do our due diligence, but that is the best thing that I could figure out. Dr. Sherman, have we blocked the undersea tunnel that connects the UK to France? I do not know enough about Europe. Is there a tunnel from the UK to France? Because right now, yes. If the Markipliers have breached the UK, we can't let them get to France. Lock it down. Lock everything down. We cannot let the Markipliers spread further. Tweet Legend, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Woscom, how much land did we get back from the Markiplier so far? Woscom, have you been paying attention? We lost ground. They've invaded the United Kingdom. The UK now has Markipliers. We have not gained ground. We have lost ground, apparently. This is worse than we could have imagined. Orange Cloud, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a daiquiri on your way past the commissary. Hey boss, how's the special field work? Pretty nerve-wracking, if I'm being honest. Oh my God, another trolley. Yes, this area is very trolley-centric, which is nice for public travel under the radar. Also, chat, we have 8 minutes left in stream. 8 minutes left in stream, so get your questions now. I have to get back to the search, but as I said, every day a briefing. The streak continues strong, damn it. So yes, every day a briefing. Trust me, I am here regardless of all of the chaos we are going through. Philip November, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a enchilada on your way past the commissary. Why did I get a fully Spanish ad before this? I cannot. I mean, when we work with YouTube and Google and Alphabet on the algorithm here, it does not guarantee there won't be some quirks. So that could make sense why the ads are coming in Spanish. Ice, can we feed them to the ice eaters? SCP-049, I'm unfamiliar with the ice eaters. You're gonna have to tell me more about, is this an SCP I don't know the designation of right now? Fill me in. Listen, I mean, the 2617 spawned here in Tampa, thwarting my plans, and now the ice soldiers are in Portland doing similar things. I'm very worried for our Foundation staff members. It looks like someone might be out to get us. Maybe they're trying to stop us from stopping the Markipliers. I don't know if this is all connected or not. How many more SCPs do you think the SCP Wiki will make in the next 2 years or more? Intern Chef, the SCP database has been filling up at a more and more rapid rate every year. There are a lot of people who say, oh, SCP is dead because it's not having a big viral popularity, but more and more people are joining every day, and we're getting more and more stories. So overall, we might have more than 1,000 or 2,000 stories in the next 2 years. The contests are getting closer and closer together for the KCON contest, so it is horribly likely that we will see more than 2,000, we'll get more than 1,000 stories a year soon. So I'm gonna guess conservatively at 1,500, just to be a little under, because, you know, Jeopardy rules. Intern Kudikin, thank you for, I think, your first donation of today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some tacos at the commissary. You have hemoglobin in your green veins, which contains iron, and iron is originally found in the core of dead stars. You carry the galaxy within you. Well, I mean, that's mighty inspiring for a world that might be dying, so at least we're all going back to space stuff. No, I'm not going to be doomer. We can fix this. We can fix this one way or another. We're the foundation. This is what we do. We will fix this. Dr. Sherman, what if we use the "you are not" ritual on all the marks? Intern Lucas, well, I like while your head is at, that only works one at a time, and there are a lot of marks. So, one at a time, that would be a very slow process. Philip November, thank you for donating again to say, I hate atoms, they make everything up. That is a fantastic dad joke and also a great indictment of the lying tendencies of atoms. I mean, you've seen the light box test. They go through both slits, but then neither, but then only one when observed. Tricky bastards. You got to keep track of them. This channel is helping me learn English better than TalkPal. Hey, Nikki Knackle, you know what? We are a writing community, so you got to have a pretty decent vocabulary to deal with us, especially when I am a lazy American who only knows one language. So I have a wide vocabulary in one language, not the rest. So, yep, happy education. And thank you for your 1-month member message as a level 1 researcher. I got gifted. Who keeps eating the reactor fuel? Well, you're welcome from whoever gifted you. Also, if someone's eating reactor fuel, I hope it's someone who should be eating that as part of their diet. Doctor is using cane for defense of Site 17 allowed. That is up to the site director of Site 17. That's not up to me. Site 42 staff, do remember we have a moderator in the chat, a blue name, Desk. If you ignore Desk when Desk is talking to you, you might get banned for rules you didn't pay attention to knowing that you were breaking. Pay attention to the blue name. It's all you got. Has the British military been mobilized? Yes, of course we have agents within the British military which are doing their part to raise alarm bells. That way we are capable of mobilizing against the Markipliers in the UK. But they can only do so much. Philip November, thank you for donating again to say, SCP-2966 is weird, look it up. Well, I can't do that in the field right now. I'm talking to you guys and I don't have any iPad here. So, I will have to look up 2966 later. Should name Mobile Task Force also have been called? Of course the MTF is on the lane, intern Waffles. That is only part and process of our mobilization, and any UK military agents who are utilized as additional aid will be forced to follow the MTF's orders. They'll be called Special Forces, and then they will be amnesticized after the fact. We know our protocols here. Now, Site 42 staff, we are currently at the end of stream, and first and foremost, congratulations for, before the end of a short stream, getting the likes above the viewers. Well, you did, but then the viewers jumped up. So you've almost got likes again up above viewers. You should hit that like button to make that happen before I finish the outro. As always, at the end of stream, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs. I'm not going to tell you that my favorites are the ones I wrote. That is hideously narcissistic. It's cheating. But if you want to see the SCPs I personally wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site 42 Hub on the SCP Wiki. There you can see the SCPs I personally wrote, as well as contributed voice lines or sound effects to. And while you're there, one tab over from the SCPs I wrote, there's some links that people are often very curious to find, but they just don't look hard enough. They're not smart enough, determined enough to find them, but that's not you guys. You guys are Mobile Task Force Psi-42. You guys know how to hunt down anomalies, and that means you know where to find those links. And at those links, you can become a Site42 Patreon patron or YouTube member to donate to us monthly. You could do a Ko-Fi or a YouTube Super Chat to donate to us one at a time. Either way, we appreciate your donations. They are the quickest way to help Site42 keep the lights on, and we thank you for your generosity. And if you are part of the Broke Gang and you are not able to donate, that's fine. We're an arts community. We expect starving artists. That's kind of a stereotype for a reason. But if you are hitting like, sharing, subscribing, commenting, chatting on our videos and streams, as well as those from the SCP content creators we support, then you are a valued member of Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codenamed the Signal Boosters, the type of people who got the likes above the viewer count before the outro. And because of your efforts, supporting us as well as the SCP content creators we support as well, you are helping us to get bigger SCP projects in the works. The SCP wikis, authors, and artists will make greater works because they'll be supported. We'll have bigger SCP films, games, merch, animations, series, the whole thing. And so we thank you, Mobile Task Force Psi-42, for your service. Also, Alien Boot, welcome to Site42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Now, without further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that last one, it is a bit of a rough read. Speed round. 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, Internet ID. Content warning, the last one is a rough read. Site42 staff, this has been Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director here at Site42 of the SCP Foundation. This has been another field mission with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site42. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned something. I have been informed that I missed one member message. Scarlet Fox VT, thank you for your 5-month member message here at Site42. You said, can I eat one of the Markipliers? I'm hungry. No, you will be infected. Don't do that. Staff members are always off the walls, but at least I'm here to shepherd the ship. Site42 staff, be safe, be well. But Dr. Frogman, thank you for your last-minute donation, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a frittata on your way past the commissary. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next stream. You don't know how you met me, you don't know why you can't turn around and say goodbye. All you know is when I'm with you, I make you free and swim through your veins like a fish in the sea. I'm singing, follow me and everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night, and if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me. The credit song is Follow Me by Uncle Cracker. Be safe, be well, Site42 staff, and secure.